Good morning. It's 7:52, the 4th of August. It's Thursday, which means it's podcast day. And I've got all day, apart from obviously later on doing the podcast, to be making Minecraft videos, and I'm actually going to do it today. I've been on the scales this morning. They were pretty good to me. Not a massive change, but it didn't go up, so I was happy with that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to making an actual truly bedrock video today. In terms of a mood update, I feel happy. I feel good, but I aren't. I'm still aching from that core workout I did on, was it Monday or Tuesday? I can't remember. But yeah, my lower back and my stomach muscles are still hurting from that, so I think I pushed myself a little bit hard on there, but I think overall that'll be a good thing because obviously that means it's getting stronger. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Come on then, up. Oh, good girl. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Come on then. Good girl. Okay, so seasons update, or planet Earth update, should I say. I know I always go on about how fresh or ripe the brambles are, and how they're not. They shouldn't be ready at this time of year. But there's some really weird stuff going on, and I know I go on about it a little bit, but I was looking out of the window the other day at a tree across the road, which should be, it's not even the height of summer yet, it's beginning of August. So the leaves on the tree should be just a gorgeous, luscious green. And some of them are already starting to go like a really deep orange. They've already totally dried out. Now this area along here where I walk, a lot of the grasses and reeds have turned yellow, which I guess is to be expected with this heat that we've had this year and not a massive amount of rain. But other things like the winter berries that I normally see around winter time are already like totally red and out, and I don't know, everything feels a bit off. Like there's quite a few patches where I walk along down here, just this one here actually, where you've got just suddenly a patch of stuff that's completely dead. So like green, and all of a sudden just completely dead and crispy. And a lot of the trees around here like that as well, they've just got big patches on them, and you think, well, is it some sort of like tree virus, or you know what I mean? And I think no, it's just this weird sort of overly hot, less rain, early season change that we seem to be seeing this year. So yeah, I'm not like overly concerned about it or anything like that. I just think it's a bit weird that the seasons seem to be shifting quite substantially, and it's really noticeable this year. I don't know, I've probably never been looking as hard, but I've never noticed it before until now. Here's another prime example. So all the bramble bushes and all of the nettles and stuff we've seen along sort of that part of the walk are all very much alive, but nearly this entire section here is just totally dead. There we go, there's another example of a tree with like partially already dead bits on it. So we've got most of that tree's fine, but the top left corner, or top right corner, it's on loads of trees and plants and stuff, like just the parts of the trees that just completely already turned, like everything's died on them. Bizarre. Same thing again here. Is it tree disease? Trees get disease, don't they? Is that what it is? They all got diseases? Or is it just the seasons just affecting some bits early because it's been so hot? But if so, why some bits and not all of them? It's not just those trees, it's all the trees, like even the big trees. I'm seeing stuff like that on, it's bizarre. I tell you what, it's hot again in the house today. It was really hot yesterday outside, and it's all in the house today. It's actually nice and cool outside. As you saw, I had my jacket on while I was walking Nelly, but it's so hot. And that leads me to be wanting to open all of the doors and stuff. And I want to bring this window up, because I know a lot of you will probably be thinking, you've got the most grossest window in the world, go and clean it. Like you did the kitchen window the other day, you cleaned that one, why can't you clean this one? The reason is, the muck on this window is not on the outside of the glass, it's between the panes, it's on the inside of the double glazing, so it's impossible to get to. And that's because the glazing's popped, and almost every single set of windows in my house, for some reason at least one of the panes has popped. The windows were put in, I think, only a year or so before I moved in, and I've lived here for about 6 years, and after about a year or so they all started popping. I tried to get in touch with the company that actually put the glass in, but they went bankrupt a few years ago, so I'm kind of stuck with it unless I want to spend an absolute fortune replacing windows. So I think I'll just put up with it. But yeah, I can't clean that window as much as I'd like to. Although if anyone's got any tips for how you get the condensation and muck from the inside of double glazing, I'm all ears, because it's gross and I hate looking at it. It's just gone 8:45. I haven't done any Minecraft stuff yet, because on Thursdays I actually have to do admin in the mornings, and one of the things I have to do is welcome any new patrons we've got, which I did. The other thing I have to do now is submit packs to the marketplace. Now, these aren't packs that I've made. I'm actually partnered with an artist who's making skin packs, not for me. They're doing it off their own back. They asked if I could publish them for them, obviously for a small commission, which is great. So yeah, I've been submitting a bunch of those to the marketplace. So hopefully my marketplace partnership will start having some income coming in at some point, which would be nice. So yeah, I've just about finished that. There was one tiny issue with one of the packs. As soon as that's resolved, then I can make my Minecraft video today. It's 9:20. I'm not procrastinating, I promise, but I've got some stuff I want to talk about before I start recording, and that is money and electricity. Because, well, I don't know about where you live, but at the moment for me, my bills are going up and I'm using less and less to try and compensate, and it's getting difficult. And as you can imagine, a PC with a good old graphics card in there and a couple of monitors, well, 3 monitors and gaming and all that sort of stuff, actually eats a lot of electricity. Let's find out how much. So I have a smart meter and it tells me exactly how much power I'm using. At the moment, I'm drawing 600 watts of electricity, which is mostly from my PC because I've been in the habit of turning literally everything else off at the mains when I'm not using it. So let's shut down the PC, unplug it, and find out how much power we can save by not recording Minecraft videos. Okay, just turning Minecraft off so the graphics card isn't actually doing any work now has reduced it by nearly half. We're down to 324 watts. If you think about how much that's costing per hour, well, 321 watts it's saying is 8 pence per hour, whereas having it at 600 watts is about 16 pence per hour, which doesn't seem like much. But in a year, let's say I'm on the computer 8 hours a day, which is roughly about right, and doing video editing and recording videos and stuff like that is using the GPU. So that's £1.28 a day, which I generally do it every day. So that's £38 a month. And working that out per year is £460 a year it costs me just to record video games on this PC. Okay, shutting the PC down completely takes me down to 135 watts per hour's worth of usage, which is about 3 pence per hour. And then if I turn it off at the mains, so that there's literally no power going to any of the screens, but the PC has still got power, otherwise it forgets everything in its life. Oh, I've just turned off the smart meter. I was plugged in the same socket. One moment, please.
I'm not using any electricity now.
Okay, so totally unplugging everything except for the PC, which stays on standby in order to not forget everything it's ever done in its life, takes us down to 113 watts of electricity per hour, which isn't a great deal less, and that's probably things like the fridge and the freezer and stuff like that. So the TV and all my consoles and stuff is permanently off at the wall, unless I'm watching it, of course. It's very difficult to watch it without it on. My oven and my hobs go permanently off at the wall. My air fryer goes permanently off at the wall. The only things that stay on are my fridge and, well, I don't bother turning the microwave off because it really doesn't make a great deal of difference. So that's it. That's the only things in my house at the moment that's drawing any electricity. So that just shows you how much electricity your fridge is going to draw. Which means by not recording Minecraft videos and using my computer at all, I can save over £370 a year, which is basically the money that I spend at Christmas on the kids and family and stuff like that, which is quite a substantial saving. But obviously I need to make Minecraft videos, otherwise I'm not going to earn any money. So what's the solution? Well, what if instead of recording it on this power-hungry system there, I recorded it all on a laptop? Let's see what the difference is in terms of electricity uses. Now at the moment Minecraft's not running, so let's get Minecraft running. And I suppose I should plug it in as well so the battery doesn't die. And now let's see the power draw. We've gone up to 169 watts per hour, which is only a penny more per hour than having nothing plugged in at all, which is about £30 a year, as opposed to £430 a year. But it's quite difficult recording stuff just on a laptop because you don't have a second screen for things like OBS and stuff like that to help you record. So what if I plugged in a second monitor? Okay, I now have the laptop running with Minecraft, OBS on the second monitor, making my life a bit easier. And the power consumption now is 204 watts, which is just a penny more than that. So I can go from using £430 a year's worth of electricity to £60 a year's worth of electricity just by making a bit of a downgrade. Now, it's probably going to be more uncomfortable recording on a laptop because the screen's lower down and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure I could get used to it. So what do you think? Should I save myself some money? I think it's a good idea with the way things are going. Now, in terms of editing, I could probably quite easily edit on this laptop as well, because Minecraft videos are only in 1080p. They're not particularly resource intensive, so I might look at doing that as well. But I'm going to be recording all of my footage onto this SSD external drive, which means I can just pop it out of the laptop, pop it in the PC, and don't have to worry about transferring files all the time. So realistically, this is a relatively good setup that isn't going to result in any less quality videos, because I've still got a decent microphone, I've still got a decent PC that's going to output, decent quality videos. So I think if I can get used to doing this, I can save myself in the long run quite a bit of money. So I'm going to try record today's video on the laptop and see how it goes. Okay, I've had a little bit of a fiddle around with the layout of this, and now what I've got going on is my monitor directly in front of me and the laptop to the side. And the reason for that is obviously the monitor's more ergonomically positioned and it's bigger, allowing me to see things better. And the other thing about recording Minecraft is if you've got the taskbar on the screen, it's really annoying having to get your OBS to go around it, because I don't like playing in full screen, because if you're playing in full screen on a server and another program pops up and your game minimizes or loses focus, then you get kicked from the server. I've also put the microphone on a boom stand so that it's not as intrusive and in my way, and I think I'm just about ready to go. Well, after a bit of testing, it appears there is a bit of a downside to doing things this way, and that is that for some reason, when I'm in windowed mode, which is how I prefer to play, as I just said, because of getting kicked out of servers, I seem to be locked at 40 frames per second, which is bizarre because it's like fixed. It's not wavering, it's just fixed. But when I go into full screen, I can just about get 60 frames per second. Again, I think that's locked because of Minecraft's VSync thing. So it's a bit stuttery, it's a bit odd. So I think I'm going to try getting used to also recorded in full screen, which could, this is going to be really weird. So let's see how it goes. He says it's 5 minutes past 6. I've faffed about a lot today. It's about 20 past 11 now. I've been recording. Hopefully you've seen a little mini time lapse of that using this new system, which is fine. It's a little bit weird playing on the laptop because it's a little bit more laggy than it is on my PC. So that's taking some getting used to. And also the monitor being lower down feels weird on my neck because I'm so used to looking upwards. So I might put that on a little stand or something just to raise it up and make that a bit more ergonomic. But otherwise it's fine. I'm not really finding any issue with it. So thumbs up. Happy I'm saving plenty of money. I don't think I could live stream from this because I'll need all my screens and stuff for that, but certainly for recording and maybe even editing Minecraft videos, I think this might be the way to go. And there we go. This cardboard box is exactly what I needed to get my monitor the perfect eye level so that it's nice and ergonomic and I won't get a sore neck when spending hours at the computer. It doesn't look the best, but does it need to? The other downside of this setup is that there's a lot of light coming from behind, which is why I've had to close half the windows. Now, it's not causing a great deal of glare on the screen, but then I'm in a relatively dark room and I quite like to work in a light room. So what I'm thinking is if I spun this desk round or had it facing away from the wall instead, not only would I probably get better audio through the microphone because it's not going to be bouncing off the wall as much and giving me some reverb, it also might give me a bit more light as well. So, procrastinating maybe, or just making things perfect? I don't know. What do you think? My only concern with spinning it all round is obviously I'd have to have it further away from the wall, which means it will take a substantial amount more room in my room, which is where I do my exercise and stuff like that. I still think I'd have enough room, but I don't think it'd look as nice and it'd feel maybe a little bit more boxed in. So I might try it and see how it goes and then, be prepared to switch it back around again. Okay, it's just gone past 12 o'clock. I haven't spun the desk round yet because I can't be bothered. It is obviously just about lunchtime and I've recorded probably about half of the first episode that I started recording today, which is good. I feel like I'm on track, which is nice. I need to feed Nelly, I need to do some exercise, and then I need to think about lunch, which is going to be difficult because I got no food in, although I do still have some leftovers of that stuff I had yesterday, so I'll probably have that. In terms of exercise, I probably should do weights today, Although I'm still feeling quite sore in my in my stomach and lower back from the core exercise I did the other day. So I don't know if a bike ride would be a better thing to do, but I'll see after I've fed Nelly, which I fancy. I've had an idea of a new type of exercise that I could do today that is not weights or a bike ride, but it was commented to me on one of these vlogs, and that is to do some BoxVR with my VR headset. Now, this is something I've had forever and I hardly ever use because, to be honest with you, it's annoying when you plug it into the computer because it changes all of your video and audio hardware around, and that makes recording videos difficult after that because everything needs resetting up. It makes you feel sick sometimes if you've got the wrong, well, not the wrong settings, but your game's a little bit laggy. And it takes up a lot of space, but I have a lot of space now, as we know, and I think I should give it a go. Although it's probably going to take me about an hour to set up because I don't think I've even got Oculus installed on the PC anymore, and I'll have to download the games again, and oh man, it's going to be a nightmare, but could be fun, so let's give it a go. Okay, the install setup wasn't actually too bad. It was certainly less painful than the last time I did it. I've installed BoxVR, Beat Sabre's also installing now, and I think I'm just gonna give it a go and see what happens. So I'm gonna record the screen on my PC using OBS so you can see the gameplay, and I'm gonna try and record myself doing it with the GoPro as well. I have no idea how I'm gonna edit this, but it could be interesting. Library. BoxVR. Let's do this. My head's already getting sweaty, I haven't even started yet. Oh, it's pretty. Classes. Let's do 11 to 15 minutes one. I'm not a beginner. I know what I'm doing. What could go wrong? We'll start with a 14-minute Let's Work by Caroline. And we're going to be, which environment should be? Let's go all like new age. Who wants to be in a boring, like, looks like it's real life thing? We're going in fake, modern, futuristic. Oh, it's amazing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I guess I just punch him. I can feel my belly wobbling. I bet it looks horrible.
Yes, no, maybe so. Like a rocket gonna blast off, watch me go. Yay, yay, say my name. Hey, but I'm hotter than the game, so hot. Hello, bye-bye. Everybody looking at me, but I don't mind. Cause
Well, we got some ones.
hungry like a wolf, gonna get me some.
You're too far forward.
Come on now, let's work. Come on now. Come on now, let's work. Check it out. Come on now.
I'm not hitting them.
Let's work. Come on now. Come on now, let's work.
I can't do it.
Come on now, let's work. Come on now, check it out. Come on now, let's work. Come on now, check it out.
Turns out I'm not very good at this.
Oh, I have told you that you're not my type. No, you're not the type for me. And I have warned you that I like my style. And you won't be changing me.
Really? More? I'm tired. My head's sweating, my hands are killing. I'm not made for this. The VR too hard. Give me real exercise any day of the week, bro. Yeah. Can't get these ones. I can't get the sideways. Why is the sideways one so hard? When they're slow, it's not too bad. minutes left. Feel like I've been here for an hour. Remember?
I just wish the thunder.
I hope these songs aren't copyright.
The electricity is going out.
It's a bit easier this one, it's nice and steady. Maybe this is the cool down. There's missing. Very Michael Jackson, this song. 2.5 minutes left, I got this. Oh, how could it be? Come on. Getting the hang of it. You were rubbish, I know. Oh man. Okay. Biggest problem is heat. It's just too hot. My head was on fire. My arms hurt from the beginning of that, but that's because I wasn't doing it very good. I was panicking a bit, trying to hit the things. I think I was stood in the wrong place, but I got the hang of it eventually. But I'm going to need a fan on if I'm going to do any more, because that was just ridiculous. Heart rate wise, according to Fitbit, I'm at 119, which is probably just about in my fat burn zone. So I'm not exactly pushing it. I don't think I'm doing too bad. So I don't know whether to do another BoxVR. I'll do a bit of Beat Sabre, because I do like Beat Sabre. So that was, what was that, 11 and something minutes. So yeah, I think I'm going to go over to Beat Sabre and see how we get on with that. We got this Beat Sabre, we can do this. It's been a long time. I don't think it will saved any of my settings. 1. Finish the level on easy. And I can do this. Yeah. Yeah. Now we're talking about it. A game I can actually do. Well, it's been a while. But believe it or not, I've been going for 40 minutes nearly, and I don't feel particularly tired. My heart rate's not particularly elevated. The box stuff was pretty good. I feel like I should just have one more blast at the boxing thing, just so I am getting some exercise, because I can't just continue enjoying myself on Beat Sabre, because then I'm not going to get anything done this afternoon. So yeah, one more BoxVR session, and then I'm done. Mandatory cleaning of the headset, because it's too sweaty. Let's go. Thunderstruck. Oops. Well, there we go. I managed to do 50 minutes in total, and according to Fitbit, I've plumbed in all the data. It's looked at my heart rate over that period of time. I did 25 minutes worth of fat burning in that time. 22 minutes, though, were below the zones, which is what I expected, because that Beat Sabre is just not pushing hard enough to actually get my heart rate up. I didn't get any peak heart rate, so no cardio work from that. So fitness, not ideal, but yeah, fat burning is good. And I was 31 minutes in the zone. And according to that, that was 419 calories worth of exercise, which is amazing, considering like my bike ride yesterday was 190 calories. So, you know, it felt much harder riding my bike. And if I go back to like my core training, which really hurts, that was only 81 calories. And when I go back and look at my weight stuff, that's only 200 calories. So that's pretty good. We'll see what the scales say tomorrow before I fully believe that. But yeah, if that's true, then bring on the VR. Let's do more of it, because that was fun. I enjoyed that very much. But now, as usual, although it is already 25 to 2 in the afternoon, I need a shower and I need some food. I just got in from walking Nelly, and I need to put my vlog from a couple of days ago up online because I haven't uploaded it yet. So I'm going to do that, and then it's going to be relaxing time before I have to start getting ready to do this week's podcast, which will start at 7:30 p.m. And that means I need to start working on it from 6:30 p.m. to sort out all the docs and the feedback and the news and everything like that. So yeah, there's the boss trying to come in. Probably get a couple of hours relaxing in before I have to start that. The podcast is over and it's suddenly very, very dark. That must mean it's quite late, and that must mean the podcast went on for quite a long time. It did. It's just gone past 10 o'clock, which means Nelly needs to go in the garden. I could do with a drink of water, and I kind of want to wind down. I should just go to bed, but I need to wind down. So I think I'm going to watch telly for a little bit and then go to bed. Goodbye.